right, let's just go ahead and start on our backs. Go ahead and bring your knees to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, wrap your forearms around your shins. Inhale, your right leg high, your left leg long to the ground, to the mat. Exhale, bring your knee, bend your knee towards your chest. Inhale, lengthen. It might not go all the way straight. That's okay. We're just opening up our hamstrings. Exhale, knee to your chest. Find your edge as you lengthen. Inhale. Keep your shoulders on the mat. Exhale. On your next inhale, start to take your either straight or bent knee, right leg out to the side. Keep your left hip on the mat. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale, find your edge. Your knee might be bent. That's okay. You can even bring your hand to your knee. And then exhale, everyone, bring your knees to your chest. Inhale, your left leg to the ceiling, your right leg long to the mat. Exhale, bend your knee to your chest. Inhale, lengthen your hamstring. Take it around your calves or your ankles. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, start to move your left leg out to the side, either straight leg or bent knee. Keep your right hip on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, knees to your chest. Start to rock and roll 2 or 3 times and meet in tabletop. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Open your heart. Exhale, cat pose. Round your spine. Press your belly button up into your spine. Inhale, cow pose. Shine your heart open. Flex your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Pedal out your feet or your heels. Inhale, your hips high. Exhale, both heels to the mat. Press your chest towards your thighs. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, right knee behind your right wrist. Flexed left toes towards your left wrist. Shimmy your hips, your back toes back, your hips down to the mat. Option to take a block underneath your right hip. If that helps bring the floor closer to you and make the pose more accessible for alignment, go ahead and bring your hands right in front of you. Place your hands on the mat. Tuck your back toe and start to, without moving your foot, keep your foot where it is. Just shift your hips back a micro inch just for a little more alignment and deeper hip. Come to your elbows if you can. Keep your heart open. Inhale. Look over your left shoulder. Make sure your foot is not sickling and your right toes are straight back. And then look over your right shoulder. And then come all the way down. You can bring your block underneath your forehead. You can stack your hips. Or you can bring your forehead to the mat if that works for you, if your body has the space. Couple of breaths here. Inhale. Open mouth. Exhale. On your next inhale, use the oxygen as a cleansing through your joints, through your muscles, and imagine the oxygen is flowing through your body like liquid plumber, just cleaning out the toxins, anything that's stuck or stagnant. And then on your exhale, you release it. Come up to your hands. And then just drop your right hip and shimmy yourself to face me. Keep your left leg straight. Take your left inside thigh and the bottom of your right foot to meet. And turn your torso, flex your left toes, turn your torso toward your left thigh. Inhale your right fingertips to the ceiling. And then exhale, start to reach your fingertips towards your left pinky toe. Now everyone's going to look different. You're hinging at your hip, belly towards your thigh, reaching towards your left pinky toe. Wherever that is for you, you can even maybe, if it's accessible, find the pinky side of your foot for a gentle twist in your spine, or it can be at your calf or your ankle. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can bring your forehead towards your shin if this is accessible to you. Now on your next inhale, bring your hand behind your tailbone. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Open your heart and reach your fingertips behind you. Coming back down, drop your hips and bring your forearm to your shin. Flex your toes or in front of your shin. Reach your fingertips, right fingertips to the sky. Inhale, open your heart. Either stay here or exhale, bring your bicep to your ear, start to reach toward your toes. Inhale, open your heart. You can use your forearm as leverage to press open even deeper. Exhale, reach your fingertips toward your toes. And come on up. Bring your left foot across your right thigh. Place it on the mat. Inhale your right fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, elbow to thigh. Left hand behind your tailbone and twist. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, look behind you. And then go ahead and come forward. Stack your hips. You have choices here. Either cow face pose, fire log, or traditional seat. So if you want to go into cow face pose, I like to lift my hips, shimmy my knees together, and then place my hips back down. If this is not accessible to you, you also have the option to go into a fire log pose. Flex your feet, stack your knees and ankles where you see a triangle right in between you. Or you can just go into a traditional seat. As we reach forward, you're still going to feel the hips stretch. So wherever you are, inhale your torso tall. Exhale, walk your fingertips belly to thigh. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, reach your fingertips even farther. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. Go ahead and come back up. We're going to do a little half spin into a wide leg forward fold. So you're going to keep your feet on the mat. Place your hands right in front of you on the mat on either side of your legs. Lift your knees. We're following the top legs. We're going to go towards the top leg foot and do it. So just bring your hands down and then do a little spin halfway around so you're in a wide leg forward fold. You can look underneath your legs to see the camera. Bend your knees. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Nice and easy. Very good. And we're going to continue our spin so that our right leg is forward in a low lunge right here. Place your hand on either side of your foot. Lift your foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. We're just going to do it all again on the other side. So bring your left knee behind your left wrist. Flex your right toes towards your left or towards your right wrist. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Flex your back toe. Place your hands in front of you without moving your foot. Shift your hips slightly, micro-inch back for alignment. Use your block under your hip if you need it. Come to your elbows. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Make sure your toe is straight behind you. Inhale, forward. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, forward and stay here, or see if you can come down. Again, stack your hips. Use your block or reach down, forehead to the mat. Couple of breaths here. Inhale through your nose. Open mouth. Again, inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Again, using your breath as a cleansing through your muscles and your joints. Go ahead and come up. And then turn towards the front. Bring your bottom of your foot to your inside thigh. You kept your bent knee bent. Turn your torso towards your straight leg. Inhale, left fingertips to the sky this time. Exhale, reach toward your right pinky toe. Again here, so you have that gentle twist. It can be at your thigh, your ankle, whatever it is for you. Accessible, if it's accessible to you. Start to guide your forehead towards your shin. Make sure you're hinging at your hip, belly to thigh first. And then inhale, take your left hand behind your tailbone and lift your hips and open your heart on your exhale. Coming down, bringing your forearm to your shin. Flex your toes right here or forearm in front. Reach your left fingertips to the ceiling as you open your heart towards me. So do whatever works for you. If this is better, okay, find your layer. And then if you want a little more stretch in your oblique, start to reach your bicep towards your ear, reaching your fingertips towards your toes, keeping your heart open, using leverage with your forearm into your shin to keep the alignment. Inhale and exhale. Coming up, take your left foot, plant it on the mat over your right. or sorry, your right foot over your left thigh. Inhale, fingertips to the ceiling. Exhale, elbow to thigh, twist, look over your back shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Again, we're going into those options, either a cow face pose or a fire log pose or a traditional seat. Find what works for you. And then inhale, lengthen, open your heart, lift tall, hinging at your hip, belly to thigh first. As you reach forward, keep your heart open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bend at your hip. Inhale, open. And then from here, if you have space, you can bring your forehead towards your knee. Coming back up, following your top leg. So we're just going to go our top leg, frame your foot, and then we're going to do a spin. So you're going to lift your knees, keep your feet down, the balls of your feet down, and then go into a half spin, wide leg forward fold. Taking a twist this time, place your right hand underneath your face, place your left hand on your hip and open your heart and reach your left fingertips to the sky. Option to take a half bind. Try to keep your hips layered or level with each other. Option to go into even a deeper twist by grabbing your ankle, bringing the top of your head to the mat. All in layers. Come back to the center. Left hand underneath your face, straighten your arm. Take your right hand to your right hip. Right here. So make sure that your toes and knees are going forward towards the side of your mat. Open your heart. Reach your right fingertips to the ceiling. Stay here if this feels good. If you would like to take a half bind, take your layers, come to your elbow, drop your head to the mat. All layers. Coming back to the center, we're going to walk our hands to the left foot. So now our left foot is forward in a low lunge. Place your hands on the mat. Come back into a three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Inhale. Exhale, take a hop or a step. We're moving all the way into happy baby. So roll down to your back and then find the outside edge of the pinky toe side of your feet for a happy baby pose. I'm going to show you this view from here. Right here, pulling your knees down to the outside of your armpits, stamping the ceiling with your feet. You want the base of your neck all the way down to your tailbone to be nice and long and pressed into the mat. If you want to take a gentle rock and roll, that's okay. We're going into a half happy baby. So extend your left leg long. Keep your right leg where it is with your knee to the outside of your shoulder. You can either stay here or go into a little deeper stretch if you want to bring your shin parallel to the ceiling. You can find your left hand behind your left ankle and your right hand at your knee. And you can kind of pull your ankle towards you and press your knee away. That's the one layer. Or you can take a cradle by taking your foot into the crook of your elbow and your knee into the crook of your elbow and then pull your shin towards you. Now, if you're lifted, you might want to go back to here. You want to be able to have your shoulders on the mat. That's the key here. Take one more breath here. And then let go and start to guide your knee into your armpit to wrap your arms around your shins. Inhale, squeeze like you're cutting off the circulation, like a tourniquet effect. Inhale, and then exhale, supine twist. Bring your knee across. Keep your right shoulder on the mat. You can guide your thigh closer to the ground with your left hand if you would like. And then your gaze, my piggy tail's in the way, but your gaze is over your right shoulder. Pressing both shoulders into the mat, and then find surrender here for 2 breaths. Just surrender. Allow your spine to open. It's an active pose, but for some reason when we open our spine, it just causes us to want to just relax. So it's easy to take that deep breath and allow your exhale to really sink in. Go ahead and come back. I'm going to go back into a happy baby pose for 1 breath. So bring your knees in. I like to reach to the inside of my knees and then grab my feet and pull up. But however you would like to get there works for you. Extend your right leg long. Stay in this half happy baby with your left leg. And then take your options like before. If you would like to take your ankle and your knee and breathe into a deeper stretch. If you would like to find the cradle, as long as you can get your shoulders to the mat and relax into it. It's going to feel deep. It's a deep stretch, but you want to also be able to breathe. You want to take deep breaths. If your breath is stuck, you're probably too far. And then gently guide your knee into your armpit. Wrap your arms, your forearms around your shin. Inhale, squeeze your knee into your armpit. And then exhale, supine twist. So I extend your left arm. I like to get my left or my right hip underneath me. So in supine twist, you want to be able to stack your hips and guide you can. Option to guide your thigh. Put your toes in the way. And then gaze over your shoulder. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring your knees back to your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Exhale. Inhale forward, forehead to knee, and squeeze tight. Exhale, Shavasana. Send your legs long, send your arms out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Press the back of your head into the mat and allow it to start to sink and soften. Allow your eyebrows to soften, your eyelids, your cheeks, unclench your jaw. And feel that same softening sensation throughout your body, from your forehead down to your toes. So feel your forehead, that wave move down to your cheeks and your chin, softening and sinking through your shoulders, through your belly and your elbows, your hands and your hips, your thigh bones and your shins and your ankles. Everything is completely melting, softening and sinking. And stay here as long as your body is asking, your mind is asking you to stay. Continue to play your music. Namaste.